Welcome back into Green's Gaming Corners, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting our Pokemon playthrough tonight. We do have a few things going a little different tonight, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Begin with, first of all, a couple of rules. Like always, we have our channel rules. I want you guys to obey them. It makes things a little easier around here for us, for you, for me, for everybody. Rule 1. Be nice, be polite to each other. Spirited debates are encouraged. I have no problem with that. You know, it's great to have a good conversation, but be nice to each other. Be polite, no profanity. So rule 2, don't put any kind of personal information in chat. Don't need to know anything about your age, no credit cards, no addresses, nothing like that. Keep your personal stuff personal. That goes across the entire internet for that matter. Keep yourself private, keep yourself safe. No reason to get yourself in trouble out there. So keep that stuff to yourself. Rule 3, no spoilers. Naturally, it always goes to say, please don't spoil anything for anybody. We're here to have a good time, but don't tell anybody, about things about the story that they haven't played. They want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. Don't surprise me or spoil my surprises. And rule 4, let's have a good time. Now, having said that, tonight is going to be a little different. We are not playing Pokemon Violet tonight. We'll pick that up next week. We'll get back to that. We're doing something a little different. But having said that, I do have a poll up. You guys have a limited amount of time to give me an answer. Just a minute and you'll see why. The question is, what is your favorite starter type Pokemon? You get your choices between fire, water, and grass. And yes, we are picking a starter tonight. So, having said that, you guys get in that vote, get in that chat. We're fixing to start a new story. Get in there and tell me what you guys are thinking to start with. What do we want? Fire, water, or grass? Now, as for the game, I teased it a couple of weeks ago. It was an idea I was throwing around, and I settled on it. We're going to do this. It seemed like everybody was enthusiastic, so I'm going to do it. We're going back in the past. We are going to be playing Legends Arceus tonight. So we're going to probably do this about once every 4 weeks or so. We'll do 3 weeks of Violet and probably come back and do a week of Arceus, 3 weeks of Violet, Arceus, just to kind of, help diversify our Pokemon a little bit. And of course, that you guys can change my mind about that. You guys show me enough love about playing Legends Arceus. You guys like it enough, then we may play it a little bit more often than just every 4 weeks. So, having said all that, let's jump in. I have only just simply started it and have not gotten past this point, but we are starting our game tonight. So, if there's no oppose, I'm going with English. Sorry guys, I can't read any other language. I'm a single language guy. I know it's a fault, but it'll be okay. I'm going with English. Now, having said that, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody's evenings going this evening? Definitely hit up that poll. I gotta get an idea of what starter you guys want to go with. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Good evening, Care Bear. My evening's going pretty good so far. It's actually getting a lot better now that I'm getting to hang out with you guys, and we're getting into playing some Pokemon tonight. But I love every stream we do. I just like enjoying hanging out with you guys and playing my video games. So, yeah, this is always great to me. I'm always looking forward to these streams. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. Now, in this case, sorry folks, I am going to take the choice on this one. I'm going to go with a boy, and I kind of want to go with this one because it's similar to my personal complexion, myself. We'll change it up a little bit as we go. But, we got a name. You guys suggesting a name? Do you guys want me to just go with Grant, or should we go with GGC? Grant's Gaming Corner? Well, that's probably going to be a little long. Give me some ideas of some names. What you guys think? What is thy name? Alright, I'll give you guys a moment to throw something in the chat if you guys got some ideas for a name. If not, we'll just go with Grant. We'll go with something simple. What do you guys think? You guys got any suggestions? You guys want a name you guys want to lean towards? Anything in particular? Okay, so looks like our starter choices are being voted upon. Okay, so far we're leaning between fire and water. It's a kind of a tie so far with 2 votes, 1 each, it looks like, I'm assuming. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to vote, and it ain't gonna be long, and we're gonna be picking the starter. It does take us a little bit to get into this this game before we actually pick our starter, so I guess we'll have a little bit to vote. But once we get to that point, I'll close down the poll, and whatever the winner is, that's what the starter we're gonna go with: the fire, the water, or the grass. Speaking of which, for those of you guys who know a little bit about Pokemon, maybe you don't know which starters we get. In this one, our fire type is Cyndaquil. It's the Gen 2 starter fire type. Our water type is Oshawott, which is our Gen 5 water type starter. And the grass is Rowlet, our Gen 7 grass type starter. So that way you guys have an idea. It's Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and Rowlet. If you just want to pick a typing in the meantime, of course, that works as well. Alright, I'm not seeing anything major in chat for names, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with Grant, being as we're playing on Grant's Gaming Corner. If there's no oppose, I'll give you guys a moment just to make sure. Alright. Yeah, that's been long enough that it's been up on the channel, so I know you guys would have a chance to reply. Alright, we're going with Grant then. So, you guys good with this? I'll give you guys a chance again. We'll let it sit here for a moment. So go with that image. And if you guys really want to change, I'll change it. I'll go to a different character if you guys really want to. I was just picking based off of the fact that it's me. This is the closest one that they have to me per se. All right, I don't see any kind of chatter about it, so we'll run with it like this. But yes, you guys get those votes in for that starter. I need to know what starter you guys want to start with. Grant. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Grant. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Nice. So, I will give you guys the heads up. I do say Arceus. I say it that way because of the storyline in Generation 7, where the type Null was a part of the Arceus program. And it's definitely supposed to be modeled after the mythical Pokemon. So, yeah, I say Arceus. I know some people say Arceus, but I'm gonna go with Arceus. So, forgive my pronunciation if you don't like it, but it's my pronunciation. Our phone's floating away. Ooh, we're getting our phone back. Okay. Thought we were losing it. And that is our Arceus right there. Oh, I just had a cool chill right up my back. I've been so excited to play this ever since we talked about it a few weeks ago, and I finally set in my mind that we're gonna do it once I decided. Yeah, I got so excited. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Alright, give you guys an idea. Right there on the left is our Cyndaquil, our fire type. In the middle is our Rowlet, our grass type. And the right side is our Oshawott, our water type. So that way you guys can get a little bit of an idea of what you're looking at. And you guys want to kind of lean in on that vote from there. Are you alive, my boy? Aren't they cute? Yeah, I've been so excited about playing this with you guys. I've played through it one time and I really enjoyed it, so this is just as exciting to get a chance to play through it again. You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness, you seem unharmed. Alright, let's just ask where we are. Why, this is the Prelude Beach, of course. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow addle your memory? Addle? I don't know how to say that. I guess I'm saying it right. I must say, your clothes is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? Yeah, I don't have a clue. We got you on the TV, and I am the only one on our tablets. Oh, okay. Well, welcome in, Papa D. I'm assuming Mama D and Chloe's there with you at the moment. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And did you vote, Papa D? Mama D may have to log in and her and Chloe put their votes in too. Because right now we're running neck and neck for fire and water. It's a 50-50 split between those two. Yeah, and we gotta get an idea which starter we want tonight. I see. You seem to be a bit, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer you some direction? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? Let's just say no, because I don't have a clue. There's no place that I'm aware of. So, you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Yeah, they're watching. Good. I'm glad they're watching. They need to vote. I need to know which starter we want to start with. You guys gotta weigh in. I can't do a 50-50 split between water and fire. I can't get half and half. No, I have not good yet. No, I have not good yet. Huh? Huh? I'm sorry, Papa D. I don't understand what you're trying to say on that one. Have you not voted yet, maybe? Is that what you're saying? Not hit the poll? Voted. Yeah. Oh, okay. Auto correct. Gotcha. Yeah, auto sneaks out of nowhere and does that every once in a while. Is anyone here? Yeah, I read that line already. Gotcha. But yeah, throw a vote in there. Let's see what you guys are leaning towards for starter type. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Yeah, let's go with somehow. We're resilient. We can be tough as a Pokemon trainer. We got to know how to survive as a Pokemon trainer. I see. Well, no gentleman would be abandoned in person. Would abandon a Well, I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh. Alright, so I'll give you guys a quick look real close. Fire type Cyndaquil's on the left, our water type Oshawa's on the right, and in the center is our grass type Rowlet, so you guys got a better view of them compared to earlier. So this is a chance to kind of get a good idea which three we're talking about. That's fire, water, and grass, so that's your three to choose from. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up with these three runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Oh yeah, we know. We know what Pokemon are. My, that's a relief. Thought you'd fell from the sky. It seemed we had common ground, eh? Yes, well, these three Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Grant. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must be some lovely meaning. Oh, I do apologize. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Lavington. I am sort of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these three. Thank y'all for voting. Thank y'all. Oh, blasted and bother. My darling Pokemon. Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you three, wait! Nice. Alright, so that's our 3 Pokemon we're gonna be looking after. Okay, so let's head up here. Is there... Ooh, hold on. Hold on a minute. I got to change this. Where is the... I got to change this. Yeah, that's the camera controls, but where do I... There we go, settings. Hold on a second. I always forget which one it is that I have to invert. Yeah, that feels better. There we go. I think, yeah, no, maybe. Did I do it right? Hold on. Forgive me. I always forget which one of these I have to invert. One of them I have to invert and one of them I don't. Oh yeah, never mind. There it is. There's the one I was looking for. That's... Okay, hold on a second. Let me just memorize this myself. I invert the horizontal. Okay, so horizon. There we go. Somebody wants to know where the Squirtle... This one, we don't have a Squirtle on, unfortunately. This game's, no Squirtle. Our water-type starter is our Oshawott in this one. There's a glowing beeping object over there. Alright, it should be our phone, hopefully. Yeah, forgive me. Appreciate y'all giving me a minute to fix the controls. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's shaped. It changed shapes. You feel strange power emitting from it. Interesting. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission: seek out all Pokemon. Nice. Okay, so we got our Arc phone. Nice. All right. Ooh, that's so much better with the camera. Yeah, I appreciate y'all giving me a second to fix that camera. That would have taken me forever to figure out if I wouldn't have changed it. And yeah, I'm so used to the controls being a certain way. All the games I do that with, so the camera flows the right way. Otherwise, if I try to switch views, I'll mess it up pretty easily. You guys tell me what if I'm floating off camera again. You guys know I got a habit of doing that. Alas, yet another miss. Ah, I'm glad you came to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I'm glad you came to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching a little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing. You see, I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these 3 first. Alright, so this is where we're going to learn about them. Now, this one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Aw, cute little Rowlet. That's our grass type. The one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. That's our fire type. And the Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating in the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Nice, and that is our water type. So those are our 3 to choose from. So, if you guys want to get a vote in, you got a few more minutes before we get to that point where we have to choose. But that is our 3 choices of starters. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most critical thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at the Pokemon to catch them. Nice. Yeah, we're not gonna read the description. It's just a Pokeball. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thoughtful. Now, I mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. Well, I'll tell you about my thoughts about that in a minute. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are recent inventions, you see. Throw one of them at the Pokemon, and why the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know, we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awful grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so. I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Alright, so yeah, it teaches us how to do it. That's right, ZR and ZR. Okay. Just had to remember for a second because I really haven't done this in a while. I really haven't played this game in a while, but I am excited to play it again. Oh, wrong one. Ha! That's the aim, that's the throw. Okay, got my buttons backwards. Nice. Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokemon. It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Grant. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You seem fearless of Pokemon in the slightest. No, they're pretty calm creatures. Oh, that shrinking thing. Yeah, that's I don't like that because they say that he said that Pokemon shrink down to fit in the Pokeball. I've always believed that the Pokeball shrank the Pokemon. It was a part of the technology. It was how it worked. And I don't like the idea of saying that the Pokemon choose to shrink down to get in the Pokeball. Yeah, I've never liked that concept. That is one thing I did have a problem with this game when I first started playing it. I can hardly believe it, Grant. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon. Never mind catch them. Bravo, indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up. Sharpish. Let's wrap this up. Sharpish, shall we? What is sharpish? I don't get what he's trying to say. Not with that word, but yeah, I mean, I know you're just trying to wrap it up and catch him. All right, I think when we approach this one, he wants us to crouch. What was the? Whoops, scared it. Sorry. I was gonna have to sneak up on it, but I guess not. Ah, yes. I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Oh, there he is. There we go. And we got all 3 of well, we caught all 3 of them. We haven't chosen our starter yet. We have to give them back to Lavington. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew that you could fall. You'd come falling. But I must say, Grant, I was taken aback by how well you use the Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon? That object is an Arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing details, records of all the Pokemon to be found in the region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all the Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come on, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? Yeah. I think he's convinced us. I'm in. What do you guys think? Well, whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokedex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodging and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then. Onward to Jubilife Village. Nice. So, give you guys a little bit of backstory. Those of you who haven't played this one, this is a spin-off from the 4th generation of Pokemon, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. This is basically a backstory of how the early region, which is known as Sinnoh in that game, it's going to be called Hisui in this game, but this region, how it formed, how Pokemon and people came together in this area. So it's a really fun story. I really enjoyed it when I played it the first time, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy it with me. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was a great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Nice. Looks like Lafton's got a little bit of pull. He got permission that easily. The music. Love the music in this game. Keep in mind that storm over the mountain. That's going to be a big part of the story as we go, so you guys keep an eye on that. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village. It came a long way thanks to the road we've come now is to the locals as of Canal. Yeah, he's talking faster than I can read at this point. Either we're crossing those markers faster than I thought. Anyways, now an impressive building ahead of us, Galaxy Hall, headquarters of it. Yeah, I'm walking too fast or something. Anyways, so this is Jubilife Village. This is where everything's going to take place for us, which is Jubilife is actually a city in Sinnoh in the original games, just to give you guys a heads up. Oh, botheration. I almost forgot. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the cantina? It's just past this bridge right here. Then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. How are you guys liking the voices? These voices working so far for you guys? The phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show you where you need to go next. Ooh, nice. Alright, so yeah, map. Yeah, use the minus button for the map. That's right. Okay. I don't remember which button it was. So, yep, we just gotta go right up here. So, yep, there's our little Jubilife Village. Such a nice little area. Let's see. So this is... Put that down out of the way. So this is what we know as Hisui in this game, which later becomes known as Sinnoh, just for you guys to who haven't seen this playthrough, so you guys have an idea. This is Generation 4's Pokemon game in the past. Not that button. That button. There we go. Alright, so let's head on up here. I like that. I like that so much that it gives us a way marker. Alright. That's why I bring water to these things. Well now, aren't you awful suspicious? The wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seat for outsiders. Move along. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you. What if you were attacked by Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties to somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Lavington? He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though... His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called a Thunder Shock, not too long ago, and had to take it to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari said. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Oh, whoop, change the voice. Sorry. Wrong name. Ha! Why did you guys tell me I was reading the wrong one? Unfortunately, I'm just as Akari said. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor? But everything will be quite alright now. Grant here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you'd like without Captain Silene's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Silene? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that's it. I'm the captain of the survey team, of the Galactic Team's Survey Corps. You can call me Silene. Dry throat. Professor Lavington has told Professor Lavington has told me how much help you secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take our stranger out wandering in among us without any idea of their skill origins. Tomorrow, we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, and most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure I've got plenty of questions for our visitor. I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. How's that voice work for you guys? You guys, I'm not sure about it yet. Aloof, as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Oh, Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Sorry about that. Sinuses are driving me up the wall tonight. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Professor Lavington, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Ah, well, you know of the great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend found right out of it. You can't be serious. Come on. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and to explain any and all phenomenon. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know that there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are, in the grass, in forest, in water, or wherever they like. Our job at the Survey Corp is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kind of powers they might possess or what sort of wonderful things they can do. But that's where Grant comes in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We have a hard enough time catching even one when wild Pokemon come after us. Ah, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled in the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does that Survey Corp really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of the potato mochi, you know? The slow progress on the Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Grant, and think. If you make it to the survey team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said member fell out of the sky. I'll get it right in a minute. That's quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, do you remember that Grant has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Grant's skill. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Grant, was it? For tonight, at least, we can provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. Nice, so right there in the corner. But if you fail to pass the trial, we put you through tomorrow. You must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. So Grimace. I kind of want to say that that's the darkest Pokemon's ever been, but I don't know. Generation 1 had a graveyard, so kind of hard to say that. Captain Silene somehow likes Hisui, somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply put on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. Nice. A rift in the sky. People falling from it. The world is full of mystery. How are those voices working for you guys? What do you guys think? Are those working for y'all? Do I need to change them a little bit? I'm trying to make them distinct enough, but I'm also trying to play into the character that they are. Alright, so let's hit the hay for tonight. Let's get some rest. Nice little digs. That's a comfy little place to sleep. Look at that. You know what? Oh yeah, that's where we can store things. Just put some stuff on the table over here. What is this? Survey tips. Okay. Handy tip for team members. Do you wish to toilet? Yeah, nice. Okay. we'll let that be. And it does do some autosave function, but we'll also do intentional saves from time to time. So yeah, let's call it a night. Let's rest and let's get tomorrow going. So how are you guys liking this one so far? What do you guys think? Interesting series? Is it different? I hope it's different enough. I'm just gonna tell you guys, I enjoyed it last time, so I'm enjoying it this time already. This is such a good game. The next day. Good morning, Grant. Are you up? Quite some lightning storm last night, wasn't it? Today's the day for your trial, so let's give it our all. She sounds so confident, right? Alright, so let's go head off and let's go get this trial started, because we want our starter. And we're getting pretty close to closing out the poll because we're coming up on it. So if anybody has any last minute votes, please throw your votes in the poll for the starter, because it can still be swayed another direction if you guys want. But we only got a few more minutes before we get to where we can pick our starter. So throw your vote up there. What a lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's head to the headquarters. Captain Saline is waiting. Alright, give us control back. There we go. So, we'll go explore the village later, but for right now, let's keep working our way through the story beats so we can get our starter. And, hopefully we can get out there and start catching, because I'm ready to get to catching. The Survey Corp office are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep keep your eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they're everywhere, attacked from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield. But the medical corp will put you up to rights. That man's the Survey Corp, Security Corp, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Saline, Grant is here. You may enter. Get those votes in. We're getting to that point. Let us go straight to it. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the survey expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the obsidian field and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Didn't the stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him. If the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corp satchels. I can't read tonight. I will lend you one of our Survey Corp satchels to carry wherever you might need in the field. Nice. So we got a little fanny pack, I guess. That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Ikari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Nice. So we got our first mission. Yeah, we'll check those out later. Pardon me, Grant. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Last minute votes, get them in now. Is something the matter, Professor Lavington? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Grant absolutely must pass this trial. As a professor of Pokemon, I got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Nice. They're so cute, all three of them. Go on, Grant. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner Pokemon of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see that they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Alright, here we go, guys. I'm ending the vote, and nobody else has a last minute one. Okay, here we go. So, our poll says... What happened? What is wrong with this thing? Hang on a second. Let's see. Yeah, in poll. There we go. Well... Hang on a second. Let me refresh everything. This thing's being stubborn for me tonight. Alright. In the poll. Did it? Still not. You guys seen this thing end? This thing's not wanting to end for me. Come on, Chrome. Yeah, it's about the way it goes. Alright. Well, point being is it was 75% fire, 25% water, and 0% grass. So if this poll will ever catch up and refresh right, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take fire because that was the winning vote so far. So we are getting Cyndaquil. Do you want Cyndaquil as your first partner? Yep, we sure do, according to chat. You guys see that thing pop up? Let me know, because this thing's being stubborn on my side. Try refreshing it again, see if I can get it to finalize. I don't know what's going on. I got a good connection, but for whatever reason, the poll just doesn't want to end. Yeah, I'm not fighting with it. It is what it is. We got our answer. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach from me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Cyndaquil back into its Pokeball for you. So take it. It's yours. Nice. So we got Cyndaquil. So that's our fire type starter. So now we have a nice Pokemon of our own. A word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Nice. So these two will stay behind with Professor. They look as if they're cheering on their friend Cyndaquil. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Grant fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. Nice. By the by, what species has Captain Saline charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs for you during your trial then. to use during your trial. Alright, so we got us 20 Pokeballs to start with. Those Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial clear in no time. I guess they're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for a trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters and then head for the front gate. Alright, so let's get our trial done. Nice. I appreciate you guys all voting. Thank y'all, by the way. And thank you guys for helping me choose which Pokemon we're starting with. Alright, so let's head out into the Obsidian Fields and let's get these 3 Pokemon caught, so that way we can become a part of the survey team. Ooh, what a curious get up you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of the mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard you talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in a battle? Alright, yeah, we'll do a Pokemon battle. I'd like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're attempting. Let's put a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Alright, so this is our tutorial on how to Pokemon battle. Alright, so let's battle Volo. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a good evening with us. Sorry about the poll. I know I've been trying to get it to close out for whatever reason it doesn't want to, but yeah, we've already chosen our starter. Now, this is one thing different about this Pokemon battle than any other, is we can actually wander around the battle and actually wind up in between the Pokemon. And there's our turn order. This is really neat. I like this turn order thing. So let's just do a quick attack against our Togepi that we're fighting here, or Volo's Togepi specifically. And no, okay. I'm just making sure I'm not in a bad spot as far as the camera goes. And we're gonna try and stay out of the battle area, but I want to get over here where we can see the battle pretty good. Plus, it's just fun to kind of move around during these battles, because there are other things you can do during a battle, even though a Pokemon's battling. But we'll get into all that as we go. Nice. Moves, items, yep, yeah. We'll learn about all that as we go. We're not gonna talk about that. And our Cyndaquil leveled up and gained a new move. Nice. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon to battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Nice. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover with their from their little exercise. All right, so he's gonna heal up our Pokemon for us. That's good. And you too, my scout. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that. All right, so we got some potions. Nice. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever you might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you'll succeed in your trial of yours. More galactic team members mean more customers for yours truly, after all. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now, to the Obsidian Fields. I'm not sure about her voice yet. When you're leaving Jubilee Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell Rest the guardsman where you'll go. That way, Someone can come on to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Your trial begins just a short way past this front gate. Yeah, still not sure about her voice. We'll work on it. You're Grant, correct? I was informed that you'd be passing through. Your trial is to take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care and come back alive. Alright, so let's go to Obsidian Fields. Let's start our trial. This is going pretty good tonight, I'd say. How about you guys? What do you guys think? This going pretty smooth for you guys? You guys liking this so far? Give me some ideas of what you guys are thinking. You guys tell me and show me that you guys like this enough, and we may do this a little bit more often than every 4 weeks. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor? Something wrong? Ah, well, you see, Captain Celine has gotten hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. Welcome in, Hatch. Your choice is electric. We don't have a choice for electric Pokemon in the starters on this one. All we had was grass, fire, and water. But welcome in. Glad to see you join us tonight, man. How's things going for you? I declined 3 times. Alright, I mean, you don't have to choose any of the 3 that we had up there. But we already have picked our starter based on the poll earlier. And I don't know, for some reason or other, YouTube won't let me close out the poll. I don't know. Let me see if it's still acting up over here. I'm gonna refresh everything again and see. I didn't specify. Specify what? What do you mean? Oh, chat's still being a chat. You declined 3 times. You didn't specify. I didn't specify what? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I had a question up. It said which starter type of the 3 was your favorite. Is the poll still acting up? It doesn't look like it's there anymore. So, what starter from what gen? Yeah, I know I kind of left it vague because I didn't say anything about this being Legends Arceus until tonight. So I didn't want to spoil which game we were jumping into. But yeah, I was kind of vague with that. I'll give you that one. I was. Once we started the game, though, we talked heavily about which one was which. So I did give people a chance to see them before we chose, because it took us almost an hour to get to that point. We just chose in the past 5-10 minutes. So yeah, no electric shoes. Sorry, bro. That's our that's our unsparing captain. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Grant's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors. You'll see. Ah, so the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me then. Well, I'm sure Grant will be fine. Let's begin our trial. Now, we're fixing to catch an electric here in just a minute. We gotta go after a Shinx, so... have you ever seen anything about this game, Hatch? I know it's a side quest Pokemon game. It's not one that, it's not a... It is a main series, but it isn't a main series. Grass. Attila Fake the Natural. I mean, that's fair. Unfortunately, Grass didn't have any votes at the time, so I hate to say it, yours have probably been the only vote so far for it. But yeah, we ended up having to go with Cyndaquil, fire type. It was 75% versus water 25, and grass was at 0 at the time. So sorry, bro, but yeah, chat spoke. They said go with fire. So yeah, we got Cyndaquil. Yeah, you know what Cyndaquil is. Well, you'll see it in just a minute. The game is from Gen 4, technically. This is Hisui, which is the old Sinnoh, which Sinnoh was Gen 4. And this is the past version. Cyndaquil, however, came from Gen 2. Where we at? This Aspiration Hill. Yeah, I think I said that right. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. Such a beautiful game. I love the art in this game. I really do. So, and there along comes a bit of, okay, she's auto talking here. All right, so let us go catch this. The key is to aim carefully. Not that it seems to need my advice. I'll just share what I know. Yeah, fixing to go get us a doof, definitely. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends to not run from people, so it'll be easy. How y'all liking those voices so far? Still not fully settled on her voice yet, but, you know. That's the run. What's the sneak? I forgot. That's the center, that's the throw. Yeah, there's Cynic Will. I don't remember what the sneak button is, I've forgotten. Yeah, well, I'm working with what I got here, alright? I got a man's kind of voice. They're gonna have a bit of a mannish kind of tone. Although, in all fairness, Captain Silene, she does have a mannish tone. Because she is, well, she's the captain. Actually, I know all their personalities already, so giving her a very strong mannish kind of tone, Captain Silene, I mean, it'll fit as we go, I promise you. Akiri, though, however, I'm still trying to figure out. You caught a Bidoof. Well, you caught a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find out your next Pokemon. Yeah, I'm trying. Maybe I should talk to Chloe and have Chloe come voice her. Alright, so that's Bidoof. We need a Starly, and we need the Shinx. And there's our Starly. Speaking of, there's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if you startle. They'll run if startled. She's definitely adverse and sort of. You talking about Akari, or you talking about a Captain Silene? Hatch, who are we talking about here? I'm assuming you're talking about Akari. But you could get, but you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. It'll be harder to spot. Can't read tonight. The B button. That's the one I couldn't figure out. I knew there was a crouch somewhere. Okay. So let's hide here in the grass. Let's see if we can sneak up on this Starly. I wonder if I can hit it without the aiming retina. Got it. See if it catches. Is she not a she? Kari or Captain Silene? Both are she's. It's Starly. That's Starly caught that's Starly caught as well. Only one more Pokemon to go. Yeah, they're both she's. So, yeah, I'm trying to give them. I'm trying to give Akari a feminine voice. Like I said, Captain Silene, she is not gonna have so heavy of a female voice because she's in command. She's got to have that strong, powerful voice. You'll see. One look good, like do bad. Okay, you're good, Hatch. I forget. There's something I ought to tell you, since you're still new to this. Yeah, I know my girl voice is horrible. Here's the proper way of throwing a Pokemon, your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Silene tells us, have an item at the ready when you want to send out a Pokemon. Press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready when you want to throw an item. Press X. The captain is really expert at these things. Try throwing a Pokemon's ball at rocks or the trees like this one to have them investigate it. If your Pokemon finds a berry or other items, it'll bring them back to you. Now it's time for your partner to shine. We'll reach your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. We just reading it normally. Alright, I'll give it a shot and we'll see how it turns out. Appreciate the effort. Alright, well, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to give these guys voices. I know you guys like them in my other playthroughs, so I figured, you know, might as well keep it up. I'm not great at it, but as long as it's entertaining. There, that's Shinx. I mean, I'm still give a little inflection just so that you guys know the difference in my voices here. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? More or less. Yeah, we know what a Shinx is. But just launched water at him. Nice. That'll sting for a little while. But hey, that means I'm doing my job if I got you laughing that hard. I thought you might. I can never tell until I focus on a Pokemon carefully. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside a Pokeball you throw at them. Cannot talk tonight. Alright, so yeah, know a little bit about that. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick to catching an aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them. Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them to try to catch them. But now, you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? Take one of the Pokemon and Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon to battle. I've got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. Yep. Not sitting here reading all the tutorial stuff. We got that. Alright, so we're gonna have to battle this Shinx. So let's use Cyndaquil to battle it. And let's see. Oh, we got Ember. Let's use Ember. Okay, yeah, that's strong enough. Good. Our Cyndaquil is gonna hold up. And let's throw... No. Let's throw a Pokeball at it. Yes, throw a Pokeball. Let's see if we can try and catch this thing. And we got it. Nice. So that completes our trial. Or at least we've done everything we're supposed to do. You approached this Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift from... you're like a gift the sky dropped on us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corp has a real chance of completing compiling a complete Pokedex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Is that a little better, Hatch? Little less effort in it from me. A little more natural, maybe I should say. How's that? Oh, I say you'd passed the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and just did that. Congratulations, Grant. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. Thank you, sir. This calls for a commemorative photo. With skills like that, like yours, I suppose this is a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Saline. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Alright, let's do it. Let's go back and report in. See if we can start getting some more freedoms to catch Pokemon at our leisure now. Sorry about that. Adjusting the mic a little bit. Retake eyes are closed. Yeah, well, it happens. In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to living... In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pasture. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into a field, in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. What is this hat situation with Professor Levington? Dude looks like he's ready to ski for the ski lodge. I mean, in all fairness, I'm pretty sure he came from Galar, which is Gen 8. So, he's British. We'll just say it that way. Or he has some British kind of aspects in him. Come now, it's you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Saline awaits our report at headquarters. But I mean, he's Professor Lavington. It's a lavender hat. It works, right? Come on. I bet Captain Saline will be very pleased. Welcome in, by the way, Hannah. Thank you. Or I don't know if you've been here for a little while and you're just now jumping in the chat, but welcome. Have you ever played this one, Hannah? I know you've played a couple of them, but have you ever played Legends Arceus? Well, this look is Lavington. Ah, you got puns tonight. All right, we'll work with those. Yeah, it's definitely a ton of lavender. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. It seems you won't have. That's not quite right. I had her a while ago and I lost her. It seems you won't have to leave. Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You've passed our trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. Okay. So you played a little bit into this. I'm assuming you've played further than what I am so far. Then, if you've only got a few hours in, and let's go Eevee and Pikachu. Yeah, those are another set of amazing games that I did enjoy. Only problem for me is the throw mechanic. So it's probably the only thing that would keep me from ever playing it on stream. Is I don't like the throw mechanic on dock. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corp. I mean, hey, we can see about getting you a Switch and a copy of Legends Arceus, Hatch. We'll see about getting you to play in this one. I'll be 70 when I get a chance. I mean, hey, pile up in the old rocking chair playing Pokemon. That's perfectly fine. All right, so we got the survey uniform and the satchel. Excuse me, sorry, sinuses been bothering me all night. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you're to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Nice. Alright, so let's see. Does she got anything to say? When you're ready to get into your uniform, make sure to use a mirror in your quarters. Oh, okay, yeah. Typical. Just basic explanation. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, Hatch. I played this one, like I said, I've played this as a main playthrough whenever the game first came out. I played all the way through it, finished it, really enjoyed it, and I've been looking for a chance to play it again. So a few weeks ago, whenever we were talking about it, and the conversation led to, if I could get around to playing it, and well, the consensus on survey was that they were down to, the survey was down to see me play, chat was down to see me play, and yeah, I'm absolutely down to play. So it's kind of worked out that I finally got the chance to play. That's right, we can change our color, our eye color. Do I have a blue? Let's see. Pale blue, maybe? That'll work. Close enough. And I thought we had a hat. Guess not. Okay. Yeah, we'll change to that. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. It is different from your typical Pokemon game, so it's enjoyable to play if you get a chance to play it. It's definitely something that's not typical, because you do a lot of catching in this game. You do some battling from here to there, but the catching is the main premise of this game. Look how well the Survey Corp uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Nice. Oh, okay, there's our hat. I was gonna say, I thought we had a hat. I forgot that she gave it to you later. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I played this. I played this back when it first came out, so I've forgotten a lot of the little details. Now, present yourself to the commander. Alright, so let's head up to the 3rd floor. We have a few. Also, Thea loved them. Thea loves. Nice. Y'all got some good cards pulled this week. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm glad that Thea's enjoying them. I know she loves collecting her cards, so I'm glad to see that she's got some ones that she's enjoying. I've been waiting for you. Let's see if we can give him a good, nice commander kind of voice. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So, you're Grant. Yes, sir? Yeah, we'll be polite. We're in the core now. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Yeah, I can't get deep as I want to get deep on that one. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. Try to throw him. Okay, yeah, let's try to throw him. Let's see. He's want to do a wrestling kind of situation, it seems like. You got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitions among us might see the superstitious among us might see you as your arrival as a potential of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put into you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilee Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Grant, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. Alright, so we completed our opening trial. So we are part of the team now. That is awesome. So the commander has accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And work on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer towards your goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokemon. Yeah, you need this. Alright, so obtain... Ooh, okay, that's the recipe to how to craft Pokeballs. Nice. And 3,000 Pokedollars as well. You will have to buy the necessary materials. Nice, we got a little bit of money. Ikari. You are expected to you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to know. Of course, Captain Saline. Now, as an experienced craftsperson here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means making items with your own two hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worthy state. Yeah. You can even make your own most valuable You can even make your own most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where'd we be if we couldn't do that? Let's head to the craftworks. Yeah, said that right. Arceus anime. These are kind of the player character is from the future as best we can tell. Ikari in this case or I forget the boy's name whenever you play a female. They're from this era, but they're supposed to be the past version of the characters that you play from Gen 3. Sorry, 4. Gen 4. Every generation you have a slightly newer character that you play. In Gen 4, it was Dawn and Lucas, if I remember right. Hatch, you probably know Dawn from the anime, but Ash basically played the Lucas part because that was the male character starter, the male character that you could pick out of the male and the female characters from Gen 4, from Sinnoh, which would be Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So essentially, these are supposed to be those characters per se, or the past versions from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Dawn and Lucas. In this case, it's well, Akari, but I don't remember the boy's name. I want to say it was like Ray or something like that, but I honestly don't remember what his name is automatically. Let's see, Anthe. I'm not sure what kind of voice to do for this one, so we're just going to kind of read it. Well done, earning place in our team. My name is Anthe. I'm the local clother. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes. So here you go. I do hope they fit. Okay, so we're just getting an extra set of clothes. Nice. Everyday kimono and everyday tread. Excuse me. Sorry. I hope you'll avail yourself in the village's humble shops. Yeah. Got to focus more about my reading tonight. This way to the craftworks, Grant. Alright, so let's run over here and get started with crafting. Getting close to being able to... Oh, it's on that side. Should be getting close to being able to go catch Pokemon on our own. You can use the workbench here to craft at Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. And I'll supply what you need for your first Pokeball once you're ready to begin. Call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you've got from the captain on clothes or whatever you think is best. Go on to the workbench and choose an item to craft. In this case, Pokeball. Alright, so... yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Oh, okay. We got enough supplies to do multiples. Yeah, let's go ahead and do 20 of these. Might as well. Nice. So we completed that task. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this is your first time stepping up to a workbench, my boy. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. Still not a fan of that concept. With Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in the Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. Nice, so we got our Pokedex finally. So, this will be our Pokedex to be able to start recording Pokemon. So, what's that? We've seen 7, we've caught 4, and mastered none so far. So, we'll come back to this later, because we'll look and see what our tasks are. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all Pokemon that are in this grand region. I have to complete the Pokedex. I have to complete a lot of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokedex. The same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon to research as a Survey Corps member. I'll be happy to help out to explain more about the research tasks as I could use your assistance with. Come join me in the Fieldland camp whenever you're ready, my good Grant. I gotta slow down my reading. I read too fast sometimes. I skip ahead, I think. That's my problem. But I'm figuring it out. I'm getting better at my reading, I guess. And what can I say? Isn't it a good excuse for me to try to slow down my reading? Hey, excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear. If you're going to the Fieldland camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here in the headquarters if you want to talk about it. Okay, so this is about doing tasks, which tasks do help us, so let's go ahead and talk to him real quick. Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yeah, I've heard of it. Well, you see, I was having a chat with the Professor Lavington, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it sometimes changes its appearance and becomes stronger. He said it's a phenomenon called evolution. You know? And so I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of that survey corp, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? That'll be a reward in it. For you, I promise. Just give me a Wurmple if you can. Yeah, I think we can handle that. Ooh, there's another task up here. So any of these folks that have that kind of emblem over them usually mean they have some kind of request. To know Shinx's ears had odd markings on the inside, but what were they? No use, I can't remember. This'll keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you that Survey Corp? Aren't you with the Survey Corp? If you catch a Shinx, could you show it to me? I've got to see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what the ears look like. It's driving me up the wall. Well, we have a Shinx, so... You got one of those Shinx to show me? Yeah, we do. So let's show him the Shinx real quick and complete this task. Alrighty, let's have a peek at those round ears. That's it. The ears have a yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. Thanks for helping me get the bone out. Nice. So that should give us... Okay, so we got potions off that one. So doing those little tasks like that throughout the village will get us little rewards. That's what I'm trying to get in my head. Heading outside the village, are we? Stay safe out there, kid. So yeah, let's head back to Obsidian Field. So yeah, we'll pick those tasks up as we go from time to time. We'll work those tasks as we can as we play through the region, because those will help us get items and things like that we need. Definitely going to be worth doing from time to time. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete the Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokedex if you're to refer anytime. In the Pokedex for you to reference anytime. Yeah, so we'll go back and check this out in a minute. You must catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. One last piece of advice, Grant. If you see a wild Pokemon's attack coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. Here, watch closely and remember what I do so you can do it later. I told her you were playing Pokemon and she was excited to watch. Nice. Well, hope y'all enjoy it. This is definitely a different kind of game. Hup. Nice. See how she dodges? That beautiful flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. If you're light on your feet, you can dodge out of the way, the way of a wild Pokemon's attack. That way, hopefully you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. The Survey Corp has to collect me when I got the business end of some Shinx's Thundershock. But don't worry, I've got loads of experience to draw on, and I'll teach you plenty. Nice. Alright, so this should be opening up for us. Alright, so. Well, looks like she's waiting on us up here, so I mean, she's probably got more to tell us. So let's talk to her real quick, Akari, and then we'll go from there. Now, let me share some Survey Corp wisdom. Focus on the Pokemon with ZL button and then down button to open the Pokedex. You'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. Yeah, that works. You might have noticed that you have a research task to do with how many Budoofs you've caught. That's right. Catch just one isn't enough. You need 2, then 4, then more and more. Yeah, like I said, this is a lot of catching in this game. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Hope you guys are too. And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the Captain Switching Wisdom. If you have an item out, press X to ready a Pokemon. Give it a try now if you want. I'll go on ahead. Yeah, she's still gonna do a little bit more tutorial stuff, but let's see if we can do that research thing. Alright, so from Bidoof, looks like we've caught 1, but we need to catch 3, 6, 12, and 25. Number of heavy species, number of species defeated, number of different forms you obtain. Must be a male and female thing because there's only 2 forms there. Number of evolved, need to evolve at least 1. Investigate the Bidoof with that bother the village. Okay, that's something different. We'll get to that. So let's see if we can catch this one. Caught it. Alright, so this kind of opens up a little bit more, so we should be able to just kind of catch them and go here, which is a nice thing. You don't have to just stand there and wait on them. And that gave us a couple of them. So we just completed a couple of Bidoof tasks. So, see, now we've caught 4 technically, but that completed the 1 and the 3. Ooh, we got the other form, so we also got a male and a female too, because we completed the 2 different forms. And the more of those we complete, the higher this Pokedex rank will go. So, like I said, this is going to be a lot of catching, but this is a really good game, and it's worth doing. Alright, so let's see what Akari has to say. I think you've got it, but as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokedex when you're focused on a Pokemon to check the research if you research task. Excuse me for it. Excuse me, water's getting to me. It's just ZL and then down to check your task. Yeah, we know. Alright, so we got a Starly over there, so apparently that's our next one to go after. One of your tasks was to catch Starly without being spotted, right? For that task, try catching it while hiding in the tall grass. Which is what we did earlier, but yeah, we'll do it again. I'll go wait for you up ahead. Come catch up once you finish some tasks. Yeah, we're fixing to catch us some Pokemon. Alright, well. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can catch a few more of these Starly here. So, just keep throwing them. Oop, thought I overthrew that one there for a second. Ooh, I missed that one. And that one got away from us. Did it? Well, it didn't go far, so let's see if we can try to catch it again. Ooh. That should have been a back shot. We might have actually got that one that time. No, it ran away. And it flew away. Yeah, well, it'd be alright. So, let's just kind of catch some Pokemon now that we're out here. This is where it gets to be a lot of fun to me. Because there's just so much to do. Oh, I can't get back up there right now, can I? We'll have to walk around from this direction. But yeah, this is what makes this game so much fun, is you can just catch Pokemon after Pokemon. And there's just so much to do in these fields, and so many different Pokemon. The more industry Pokemon, the harder it is to catch. You battle a Pokemon at low its HP, or may inflict paralyzation, like on Shinx and Thundershock, may be able to catch it. Okay. So yeah, he's just giving us some basic tips. Trying to remember this map area a little bit. But let's go see what else we can catch out this way, although doesn't look like there's too many Pokemon showing up. So it's probably going to want us to complete this following Akari. No, let's do that. Did we catch it? Did we catch it? Got it. Got that one. Alright. Oh, no, that one got away. Ah, it ran away. Yep, and it flew away. Well, that happens. Alright, so let's catch up with Akari. Let's finish these last couple of, whatever it is that we need to get this story going. Ooh, there's the worm poles. And see, that's the nice thing, is I can switch back and forth between catching and using our Pokemon like that. And I don't have to just wait on the Pokemon to show up. So we can keep going. And that'll catch in the background if it catches. And it did. Nice. That's what I like about this game, is it's very keep going. You don't have to stand there and just wait around. Around here, you can find Pokemon called Weasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. There's one right there. That means it'll try to hit you with some of its moves, just like Shinx. You'll need to battle it to catch it. Alright, I'm down for that. Okay, that's talking about getting hit by its moves. And speaking of which, your research task for Buizel includes seeing it use a certain move. To be precise, you have to see it use a move in battle. That's right, some tasks require battling. Now, I'll go on ahead. You take care of some of the Buizel's research tasks, then come talk to me. Yeah, well, I don't think I have much of a choice. I kind of have to go after the Buizel. What's this dude say? We'll see what he says real quick. You use Pokemon to smash open rocks and you tumble stones. Yeah, okay. I know a little bit about that, so we're not going to worry too much about it. But let's see about using, because this is a water type, let's see about using Shinx to battle it. Because that'll give us a type advantage here. This is another thing I like, is the fact you don't have to just stand still and battle. We can meander around the battle, and we can look at it just... I never advise to get in the middle of the battle, because your character will take damage from that. Alright, so Weasel's down a little bit. Let's see. Let's use a Pokeball, see if we can try to catch it now. And we're definitely going to have to change out some of our team, because I think we got a couple of Bidoof in there. Which is fine, I just don't want a whole team of Bidoof, honestly. But having a Weasel in there would be nice. Alright. Oh! Speaking of our team, before we wrap up tonight, you guys need to throw some ideas out there for our Cyndaquil. What is our Cyndaquil's name gonna be? We gotta give it a nickname. Can't just let it run around as Cyndaquil. You guys gotta give our starter that you guys picked a nickname. Let's see. So she's over here, so we'll head over here. Yeah, so you guys start throwing some nicknames out there in there's how I go faster. In chat, you guys give me some ideas of what kind of nickname you guys want to go with. What are we gonna call our Cyndaquil? You ready to do? You really do quite well for yourself. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit. Nice. So that crafting kit will make it easier for us to be able to make Pokeballs on the go. Yep. And here's a recipe for potions too. Those will come in handy also. Alright, so we've got those done. With our crafting kit, you can craft everywhere using material. Yeah. As long as you have apricons and tumblestones. Yeah. Pokeballs. Or with oranberries and medicinal leek, you can make a potion. Yeah. This is all the basic, just telling you how to do this stuff. How good is your research? The cover of your Pokedex will tell you if there are tasks you have finished and can report. So yeah, right down there in the bottom in the yellow, we have 19 tasks unreported. So that means we've done pretty good so far. So yeah, we've done a few. Okay, so Cyndaquil, we've got a few because the fact we're using its. Ooh, we gotta use Ember some more. Using it. We don't have these two. Don't have Togepi. Bidoof we'll have to catch a few more of. Starly. Yeah, we're working our way through those tasks. Shinx, yeah, making a few. Got a couple of Wurmple and a Weasel. I need to see it use Aqua Jet. Ooh, gotta defeat a couple of them with water type moves. I mean, electric type moves too. Please report back to the professor once you've got some research tasks completed. Good and done. While we're here, let's grab some of these items. And I think, if I remember right, if I want to, yeah, I can use more than one Pokemon at a time to collect items. That is a cool kind of concept, that I can throw a Pokemon, keep moving. Throw another Pokemon, keep moving. Yep, got the Wurmple. So yeah, we're gonna have to check back in with the professor in a little bit. But right now, let's keep catching some Pokemon. And what are you guys coming up with for a name for our Cyndaquil? Rest of its hint and the corp. Yeah. Rest. Positive view of nightmare. Okay, yeah, it's a good way to heal your Pokemon. What was that dodge button again? Whoops. Sorry, Cyndaquil. Come on back. There it is. That's the dodge button. Sorry. Had to remember what the dodge button was. I'd forgotten. That, unfortunately, is how it goes. Sometimes I forget what button I'm working with. Number defeated, number caught. Yeah, let's battle one. Why not? We gotta use Cyndaquil's, Ember move a couple of times anyways. Ooh, we caught it unaware. That should give us a bit of an advantage. Yeah, we should be able to take it out pretty easily with Ember. And down goes Starly. And that adds another task that we've completed. Nice. Alright, let's get another one down. And then we'll go grab those stones right over there. So what do you guys think? What do you guys like? How you guys liking this game so far? Like I said, I know it's different. It's definitely different than what our normal Pokemon playthroughs are. Ooh, it's burned. Oh, it ran away. That stinks. But we did get the use of that Ember on that one. And I don't remember. Do we have to defeat? Yeah, we got to defeat a certain amount of Bidoof, so might as well battle them too. I think, if I remember right, we'll have to wander down there and look in just a second. If I remember right, there might be a spot over this way somewhere that we can get an Eevee. If they're out. I don't remember if they come out at a certain time of day or if it's after a certain amount of tasks. I don't remember. We'll have to take a look here in a minute. We'll look around. We'll see. Nice. Alright, so that's leveling up the team that we have. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go change out some Pokemon. Ooh, there's a Ponyta over there. Because there's no reason to be basically working on leveling up all these Bidoof. I mean, don't get me wrong, we do need to evolve one, but we can go with just one instead. We don't have to carry 4 of them or 3 of them around. Ooh, that's good. When it's in green like that, it's a really good chance of catching. There's another Ponyta over there in the distance. Let's see, how do I... Nope. That's the Dex. Ooh, that'll work. Won't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here's where I would see our team now. So, yeah, we got 3 Bidoof in here. Yeah, we definitely need to take some of these Bidoof out of the team. No sense in having them all on the team. Let's move that one around. We'll keep Shinx and Starly for now, and probably 1 Bidoof. And, of course, our starter, Cyndaquil. So we'll have to go back up to the professor and see about changing those around in a minute. How do we organize? Minus. There we go. Yeah, so we'll organize those, but one of the things that I learned was I like keeping the Pokeballs at the top of the list because it definitely makes it easier to find them when you need them. So let's grab these stones and see if we can grab this Ponyta here. Oops, overthrew it. And we're probably gonna have to craft us some more Pokeballs before too long. Nice. There's another Bidoof. That's the thing about this game, is it's kind of relaxing. It's a bunch of just catching and occasional battles, and you just never know what you're gonna run into out here. Now, of course, the Bidoof ran away. I was really hoping that Eevee would show up around here. If not, there's another way to get an EV later on down the way. They usually show up around here somewhere. All right, so let's run back up here. Let's go talk to. Let's just battle it. We'll run back up to the camp. We'll heal up and do some Pokemon switching, and we might check in with the professor. I just noticed we had this. Yes. So this is one of the new gimmicks in this game. It's called style. It's an agile style and a strong style. So agile style kind of takes a little bit of power away from your move, but it makes it faster, which gives usually a chance to use 2 moves in a row sometimes. But with quick attack being fast, we can just bump up its strength style, which means it loses a little bit. I mean, it gains a lot of power, but it loses a little bit of speed. Now in this case, watching our active menu on the right, it's not changing our turn order. So we're just gonna use a strong style quick attack, which is awesome, because it's gonna take that Starly out now. Now the only downside is it does use 2 power points to do that instead of just 1. So that is a bit of a disadvantage about using them, but realistically, if we heal our Pokemon often enough, it'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, this game, once you master moves like that, you can use those styles, those enhancement styles, which is really cool. That is one thing about this game that I'd forgotten about until just now. Yeah, we're running kind of low on Pokeballs. We're gonna have to craft some before too long. Let's head up here for now. Whoop, wrong button. That's the button. I keep forgetting what I have to press to run fast to get us a little bit more oomph. And let's grab whatever these are. It looks like some orange berries. Can I get up here? I think I can climb up this little area right here. Yeah, that worked. Ah, this music is so good. What is that? Oh, it's just a plant. There you go. Yeah, this music is just, it's some of the best music in Pokemon in a long time, if you ask me. Alright, so let's see. Item storage. For the moment, we'll put stuff. Yeah, move that to storage, all of it. Is there an easier way to do this? I forgot. We'll keep all this stuff because we're going to do some crafting for a moment. So, yeah, let's craft some Pokeballs. How many can we craft? 18. Nice. That'll work. And can we craft any potions? Yeah, let's craft a few potions. Those will come in handy as we go as well. Let's heal up our team. Just a little. Just enough to heal them up. And then we'll talk to this dude here. And yeah, I want to see my Pokemon. So let's change out the team a little bit here. So I think for now, let's put the Weasel in the team. And let's put one of these Wurmples in the team. All pastures. No, that's not what I want. I was thinking there was a way to organize your Pokemon in these. I can't remember. No, let's search. No, I guess it was just organized by hand. Which is fine. We can organize by hand. It's easy enough. Move the Ponyta over. Yeah, that'll work. Because we'll go deal with those later. We'll have to take one of those Wurmples back to that dude in Jubilife. So let's talk to the professor real quick. Ugh. If it isn't a crafting kit, you must have listened attentively to Akari's teachings. Excellent work, my dear boy. This seems a good time to explain to you about survey reports and rewards they offer. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far. We got a couple done. So, now we should get some, money. Oh, no, reward points. Yeah, no, we get money. That's right. We get money off of how many Pokemon we get and tasks we complete, things like that. I see. Most illuminating. I'll update your Pokedex with this new data. So yeah, we learned a little bit about how to do those tasks. And oh wow, did we complete that much? Yeah, we've got a level 10 completion on Cyndaquil already, but we have been using him to battle as well. So Little Ways, level 6 on Bidoof, level 9 on Starly. Ooh, so close. Level 6 on Shinx, level 6 on Wurmple, level 3 on Buizel, and level 6 on Ponyta. All right, so we've done a fair amount of research. 7 species. That gives us how many points? 580. Okay, nice. So that should rank us up to the next star. You've made good progress on this research task, Grant. I do believe you're ready to move up in ranks. Let's head back to Let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Cylon. It's time you earned yourself a star. Nice. So yes, that's how we progress. There's no badges in this game like normal. We progress by those star levels by using the star system in the Pokedex. We will catch that task later. But right now, let's see if we can give this dude the Wurmple real quick. Hey, you've got a Wurmple like you could give me. Yeah. We'll give him this one. Are you sure you want to give this Pokemon? Yeah. Yes. You really brought me one. This must be as good as the rumors say. I'd like to I'd like to give this Wurmple I'd like to give can't read tonight. I'd like to name this Wurmple right away. Now, I've been told that Wurmple still will evolve into a Pokemon known as Beautifly. So I should give it a name with that in mind. This is a tough decision. Which of these do you like best? Beauticia, Beautifred, and Eugene. Beauticia, Beautifred, or Eugene? Anybody got any suggestions? What do we think? What are we going with? Beauticia, Beautifred, or Eugene? Come on, guys, you gotta tell me something. I need some nicknames here. You guys are leaving me high and dry to make these decisions. Y'all know I'm not good with these kind of decisions. I can't even name our Cyndaquil. Alright, let's see here. Eugene? Alright, I'm down for Eugene. Eugene it is. Yeah, I like Eugene too. I guess that's decided then. I'll raise Eugene to be a splendoriferous Beautifly. Wait and see. Nice. Okay, so we got a little bit of honey off that. That'll come in handy later. Alright, so let's head and see Captain Cylon real quick. Alright, let's earn our first star here. You have progress to report? I will judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokedex. Yeah, see, that's the funny thing. I don't understand why it keeps making us look through the Pokedex like that. Why can't we just turn it over to her? We've seen it out in the field. You've made progress. It seems you have. You've made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition team. Nice. So we've got 10 stars to earn. That's our first of our 10. So we are headed in the right direction. You can now use heavy balls. Here, a Pokemon of up to level 20 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The reward you've earned for your survey reports will be more generous now, too. Have these as well. You have a further recipes you'll need to craft. Alright, so we attain the heavy ball crafting recipe. Nice. And revives, even better. That's a stranger. That a stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. And prove and proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Working your way through these ranks will also be as helpful if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A high rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. Nice. For today, at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night rest. So, Eugene, did I say it wrong? So, Grant, my boy, I believe a jolly good congratulations in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Potato mochi tastes so much better when you've had something when you have something to be happy about. Still, we'll be very busy from now on between our Survey Corp duties and requests from the folks here. Which reminds me, you may have already taken on a request from Beauregard. Didn't even realize that was his name. Should have paid attention. The people of Dribble Life City aren't too familiar with Pokemon, you see. So if problems arise, Survey Corps get called to help. Indeed so. Some people will ask you to help when you talk to them with them, while others' requests will be claimed while other requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request by Akari? What's it all about? About that, I think maybe Grant could handle it for me. I was told it would require a bit of skill with battling Pokemon, so... Ah, yes, the request came from Maya, of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The people of the Diamond Clan live here... The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. If we could establish good relations, I'm sure there is much we may learn from them, including more about the local Pokemon. But we can decide all that tomorrow. For today, we should eat up and get some rest. Nice. So, we will rest up right there. And let's see what it takes us out for the next day. Listen, do you have a bit of time after this? There's something I could use your help with. Alright. Thank you. I'll be waiting at the training grounds then. If you've caught a lot of Pokemon, you may want to visit the pasture to change up your team. Which we did a little bit earlier before we left the field. I think we did save that, right? I'll double check it in just a second. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, we got Wurmple, Weasel, Bidoof. Okay, so yeah, we did do some rearranging. And we'll leave those items for now. So let's go meet her on the battlefield real quick. Because I'm pretty sure we get to do another battle. And that lady will come in handy later when we ever get more points to be able to buy some items. Appreciate the hearts. I seen them floating up there. Thanks for coming. I know you're busy. Listen, I've had an epiphany. Alright. You see, I've got a partner of my own. We may not get along perfectly, but we've got to work. You guys are loving those hearts and those little faces. Keep it up. I like them. I keep them coming. We may not get along perfectly, but we've got to work together to help complete the Pokédex. Yeah. What's her partner? Yeah, here. This is my partner, Pikachu. I think she's our Ash of this game. When we were attacked by the Shinx, I got too scared to think straight, and I couldn't handle battling as a team. Ever since then, my partner refuses to listen to anything that I tell him. And if I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to order him, how to guide him in battle. Ah. But when I saw how you and your Pokemon work together, I realized we need to do more too. So please, have a battle with me. I want to learn how to fight efficiently. Alright, we can handle this, I think. Okay, so she's only got the one Pokemon. Good. So it's just our Pikachu. So we'll probably just stick with Cyndaquil. Hey, Mama D, welcome in. Well, I know you've been watching on the TV. At least that's what Papa D said earlier. Alright, so let's... Okay, so you see how the on the right side our battle menu changed to Cyndaquil twice and then a Pikachu? Unfortunately, that time does catch up with us later, but let's do a quick attack on Agile style here. Lost that move. We paralyzed. Okay, so we'll use of Ember. Really? We are not making any progress whatsoever. Guess we are changing out our Pokemon. Let's go with Shinx. Yeah, let's switch in Shinx because poor Cyndaquil is failing here, being paralyzed. So hopefully Shinx can't be paralyzed. Our Pikachu is powerful though, so Thundershock's not going to have a lot of effect, but we can use Quick Attack. So you can just finishing up the part of our project, and I can chat a minute. Mutual matchup for the most part. Yeah, for the biggest part, it was a mutual matchup until just now. So I guess let's put Bidoof in, because I want to try and get everybody a chance to mix experience. I prefer not to let our Pokemon faint, but our Pikachu sure is, he's tough. Unfortunately, he keeps using that Paralyze. Ooh, roll out. This ought to be good. If Bidoof can get past that that Paralyze. Our Pikachu is strong. Alright, so I'm either gonna have to switch out again, or we're gonna have to let something happen. So I guess... No, I'm not trying to run. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get a rollout going. No. We are not faring well with all this Paralyze. And I am not a huge fan of using Starly or Weasel in this fight. But I gotta do something. Might have to put Cyndaquil back in and hope that it survives with that Paralyze. Let's go with Quick Attack. Hopefully that'll give us a speed advantage. Yeah, okay, cool. So, Starly was able to bring down Pikachu. I was afraid that wasn't gonna work. Thank you, Hatch. Appreciate that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to be the case. But it's kind of funny for a flying type to defeat an electric type, because flying is usually weak against electric, but it'll be okay. Whew. Thank you for battling us. I could be wrong, but for a moment, I felt like Pikachu and I finally understood one another. Let's keep working on it, okay, Pikachu? Is Pikachu still being mean? Guess I was wrong then. But I'll strive to work more as a team with my partner. That way, the way you do. Assuming Pikachu and I can bridge some gaps. If you go with the same Pokemon, yeah, Starly is a normal flying type, and flying is weak against electric. But using that Quick Attack as a normal type, and the fact that Quick Attack is an advantage move, because it does usually have priority over any other move. Not always, because it is still based on speed, but Quick Attack kind of gives it a temporary speed bump, per se. Assuming Pikachu... Oh, yeah, I read that. Oh, by the way, the professor said Pokemon have things called types. This is what we're talking about. Sorry. Got the bit of the yawns. Which apparently make a big difference on how their battle goes. Pikachu seems to be an electric type, for example. Which is exactly what we just said. Yeah, so this is the type charting. I'm not going to fiddle with it much because I know it well enough. If you guys want to look it up, it's easy enough to find on the internet. But essentially that flying type Starly was supposed to be weak against that Pikachu. The Pikachu should have had an advantage, but we got lucky using that quick move. So you're the one, the new recruit everyone's been talking about. The name's Zeus. Zeus? Captain of the Survey Corps. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give it advice I could. Captain Zeus is a master of ancient martial arts, one that specializes in Pokemon battles. Zeus, Zisu. Zisu, is that how you're saying it, Hatch? Zisu? Zisu? Okay. I'll run with that. Best pronunciation I've got, so appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me have that one. Now, listen. If your Pokemon truly master its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. That's the styles I was talking about, strong and agile. On the one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in the strong style. The move will deal more damage, but afterwards, it'll take longer for the Pokemon to act. On the other hand, you can choose to unleash a move in an agile style. Such a move will have less power behind it, but your Pokemon can act more quickly afterwards. In true favorable conditions, it might even get out two moves before the opponent can act. That's a possibility, yeah. Strong style moves, agile style moves, and of course regular moves. Choose which is right for a given situation and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. Nice. Alright, so we'll use that a little bit more as we battle. Oh, one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Funny. Oh my goodness. So she lost both of her top front teeth. She got a little bit of a what's it, the kind of sound. Yeah, what's it when you lose that tooth? You kind of get that kind of S sound. Oh, poor girl. But hey, as long as y'all are having a good time about it and she's laughing about it herself, then nothing to worry about. They grow back to you. You'll get more teeth, I promise you. You'll get more teeth from the baby set. After the baby set's gone, you only get one more set after that. So those you'll have to be careful with, definitely. Zeus's techniques should serve you well when you're up against tough Pokemon. Now I suppose it's time to meet Mai. You remember I mentioned at the Wallflower that I could use your help with Mai's request. I'm to meet her down past the foot of the Aspirations Hills. Aspirations? Yeah, whatever. Oh, that's sweet. She's growing up too fast. Yeah, they all grow up too fast, honestly. You should come as well. Once you're ready, your Pokemon team, and perhaps had them learn some new moves from Zeus. Still Zeus. I still can't get it right. If you'd like. Zeus. Yeah, I'll get it right eventually. Alright, so that's our choke myself here. So that's our next task, is to work on finding Mai. We'll go with May. Is to work on finding May. But let's add this task real quick. I'm gonna do some quick team adjustments, because I know we got some new moves. I want to see what those new moves are. You're the newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you headed out to the village? Out of the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and about to complete the Pokedex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but then I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please, let me see a Starly enter the Pokedex the moment you've completed it. So I wonder. Let's start entering. Okay, so I guess she wants to see a rank 10 Starly Pokedex, so we'll get there. All right, let's run up here. Let's dump off some items real quick, because I don't want to take that with us right now. Reorganize that, and we should be able to reorganize those. Yes, there we go. All right, so that organizes those. Let's check out our team. So what did we learn? Where's the moves? Okay, Cyndaquil learned rollout. Okay, that's cool. We'll deal with that. Shinx learned bite. Good move. Aerial Ace on Starly. Of course, Bidoof didn't learn anything. Aqua Jet on Weasel, which we're gonna need to. Let's move that up to the top because we need to use that a number of times. I remember reading that. Yeah, well, it's one of those things, man. I'm horrible with that name. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, are you talking about what Mama D said? Sorry, I'm behind on the conversation. So we'll leave Wurmple as is because I'm not worried about changing anything for it. But not the key items. That is a good day's work, I believe. So we got a little over 2 hours in. We've caught us 11, or registered 11 Pokemon. So let's do us a save right there. And at that point, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night because we're a little after 10. So we have a little over 2 hours in the game. I think we did good work tonight. I think this was a good start. You guys are going to have to come up with a nickname for our Cyndaquil, because we need a good nickname for Cyndaquil, so be thinking about it. If you guys want to put it in the chat after we close out, the VOD will be up. And of course, I'll read those later down the line, and we'll see if we can't figure out a name for our Cyndaquil. I do appreciate you all coming out tonight and hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed playing something a little different, a different kind of Pokemon tonight. As of right now, the plan is probably every 4th week coming back to Legends, unless you guys prove to me that you guys really enjoyed this and you guys want this series to keep up a little faster than every 4 weeks. As of right now, that's my thought, is 3 weeks of Paldea Violet, and then a fourth week we'll do Legends Arceus, and then back and forth. Mama D and Papa D too. Okay, gotcha. Where's my train of thought? Yeah, so if you're new around here, definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Keep you guys up to when our Pokemon playthroughs, and for that matter, our Zelda playthroughs are. Definitely come out and join us for them. Yes, hit that like button. Speaking of which, we're going to do it a little different this time. Not only do you guys want you to hit that like button, I want you guys to get us up to, let's say, 10 likes on this video. If you guys hit 10 likes by, let's say, within the next 2 weeks, we'll do 2 more weeks of Paldea. And if you guys have 10 likes or more on this video before the 3rd playthrough of Paldea, then I may bump it up and we'll do Legends Arceus a little more often. We'll go to a 2 and 2 in situation. If you guys prove to me you guys really enjoyed this, so get us 10 likes overall. Get us some people in here watching these things, so share it around. If you know anybody who might enjoy watching the series with us, share it with them. And yeah, if for those of you here and have enjoyed it, definitely hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. It like I said, it shows me that you guys are enjoying it. But if you guys really want this series more often, bump up those likes. Get people in here and show me you guys want this series a little more often. So having said that, I appreciate you all coming out. I hope you guys had a great evening this evening. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing something a little different for a Pokemon. We will keep this series up, but how often is going to depend on you. You tell me how often you want to see it, and that's how often we'll work on trying to get it there. In the meantime, tomorrow night we'll be back with our Zelda playthrough. We'll pick up where we left off tomorrow night. Come see what we're doing as far as working our way through the Lightning Gym. Gaming Corner looking to Twitch streaming simultaneous with YouTube. That's a good point, but I know that there are rules about how to be a partner and all that kind of stuff between YouTube and Twitch, and they don't like you doing Simon streams, but I'll look into it a little bit more. I know there are rules about that, so don't hold me to that just yet, but I'll think about that one because I've got to figure out the detail. Excuse me, the details. In the meantime, yes, thank you all for coming out. Had a great time tonight. Love you all. Have a good night. We will be back to playing our Pokemon next Wednesday. We'll probably be back in Paldea. I don't see any reason why not to, but we do have to still work on our story there in Paldea. So thank you all. I will look into the dual simul streaming, and we'll find out a little bit more about that and make sure that we can do that without breaking any kind of rules, because I don't want to cause any problems on either or. If we I don't want to break any rules just yet with that. Plus, I do need to create a Twitch account if we're going to do that. I don't have a Twitch account up yet, so I will work on that. I am going to be working on notifications. I have something in mind for our Zelda playthroughs. Hint, hint, wink, wink, shall we say. We'll have something a little special coming up probably in a few weeks, maybe a month. Depends on how long it takes me to get everything organized. But I will tell you all more about that as we get there. And I am working on doing things like notifications. A very special lady told me that we should do some very special stuff with notifications, and yeah, I'm looking into that one, so that'll be a lot of fun. So thank you all again. I appreciate you all coming out. Hit that thumbs up and prove to me you guys want this series a little bit more often if you want it a little bit more often. If not, then we'll keep it 3 in 1. And I did enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow night for Zelda, and I will see you all Pokemon trainers back next week for Pokemon on Wednesday. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Love you. In the meantime, as always, be good and God bless.